Hello again and welcome to another Solo 6 training video. Today we are going to talk about the read out loud component, okay? And again, we're going to go in through the Solo 6 sign-in. We're going to go into Ben. Again, you click on the name, make sure it's blue, and then you click on OK. I hope that your students are having an excellent time using Solo. I can't wait to hear about some of the success stories that are going on around the district because of Solo, because you are implementing this tool. I'm looking forward to that. All right, here we go to Read Out Loud. Remember, Read Out Loud is going to be your text-to-speech. It's going to be your text reader, okay? So let's think about some ideas. How can we get students to use this? What are some ways that students can use this format and have articles read to them? What are those students that need that grade level content read to them? Maybe just that grade level content in this format where you have your text on the left side and with some highlighting tools to be able to create a list or an outline over on the right hand side. Think about the kids that need that. Maybe you have a student that could use that format but not necessarily have the text read to them. Okay? All right, let's go ahead and go through Read Out Loud. I want you to kind of think about those kids that might use it. We're going to go through the toolbar. This should go pretty fast because most of the things on the toolbar are exactly the same as the Write Out Loud and the Draft Builder. Okay, Draft Builder will be the next set of videos. So, your co-writer.
Wake up co-writer.
We could wake up co-writer if we were not unsure of how to spell things to go in our Google search, or if when we're adding notes, if those students need co-writer. I'm not going to use it today, but when you are using it, or when you are using Read Out Loud, please use the co-writer, the word prediction, to get familiar with what happens with word prediction. Okay? Read Out Loud. Here's your speech. Here's your highlighters, and I will show you how to use these highlighting tools. This tool right here is your new note, and this tool is your subtopic. I do want to point out,
Dictionary.
there's your talking dictionary, just like in Write Out Loud. One thing I have noticed is if you have a word that is in your electronic article that you have pulled up and you want to know what that word is, I want you to please highlight the word, move it over here, and then look it up in your dictionary. You can always erase that word from your list or your outline over here, but look it up in the dictionary over on the right hand side, not on the text itself. I'm not sure why it doesn't work on the text that you're pulling through the internet, but it sends you to a kind of a goofy page. Okay. Another thing I want you to realize is Google. This is a Google search. Here's some tools to help your kids. This is a Google search. Here's your home button. So as the kids are searching and maybe they're like, whoa, I've gotten too many pages, I'm not sure where I'm going, they can always click home and this is where they would come. There's the back and forward buttons. Also, as you note, you will notice that there are some tabs that can come up here as well if you need some more pages open. Okay, just some things to keep your eyes on. This,
Open.
you can open a file that you have,
Edit text.
and you can add electronic text. So things that I already have, you can open up. One thing
Edit text.
we're going to look up the e-text, and I can remember where I put it. I believe I put it under passages. Okay, so right now the e-text is searching the files that I already have saved. One up, the ants one, okay? Just open it and watch what happens. Okay, readworks.org, that's the website. You can get a free account. There are, some of you are already using this account, or this website. There are level text. Some of them have the level text with questions. There are questions here, okay? What I've had them do, this is easy, this is A, B. So you could have your students start numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe they could just type their answers in here, which gives them the option to go back and highlight the information in the text and move it over. So let's go ahead and kind of take a look at that. The arrows on the end will take you all the way to either the beginning, page 1, or all the way to the end, and this one would be page 8. The arrows on the inside will take you to just the next page. And again, if you forget that,
Previous page.
you have your verbal reminder and you have your visual reminder of what that is. So let's look and see. We're going to go all the way back to the front page. We're going to start with our cursor here, and we're going to listen. I will not let it play too long because I know there is some echo and feedback. I just want to show you what happens, okay?
All about photos.
Okay, so it is going to read this, but then it's going to go ahead and read the article. How cool is that, okay? Your kids get that grade level content read to them. Now, say there was a question. I see the word insect is bolded. I'm going to assume that that's probably a vocabulary word. So let's highlight it, and I'm going to use my green bookmark, and I brought it over here. Now it's on the right-hand side. I can make a list. I'm making a list of, again, it teaches your students how to highlight, how to drag information over, how to pull that information, that content out of an article. Now, if I wanted to tell you what an insect was, I would click on here and I would go up here.
New note.
And I could type, what is an insect?
Insect.
We're talking about ants.
Ant.
Oops. Ants. They're have,
Six.
and they have 6 legs. That's all I need to know. Now, when you have a note, you heard that it read it back to you. You can cut and paste. You can add another note. In this box, it will save up to 300 characters. That means it includes your, there's spell check,
Spelling. Bibliographer.
okay, bibliographer as well. Words that have quotations within the outline. That means that the students have pulled that information directly from an article or a website. The student pulls the word insect off of one article, colonies off of another website, and male ants off of another website. Well, what if I want to go back and find information? You would simply click, it's not going to do anything now because we're already there. You would simply click on that subtopic and it would bring you right back to that web page. Pretty cool. Helps your students organize. Helps you to know if your students use their own words or if they're pulling information. All right. Now I also want to show you how to have a subtopic. Again, when it's gray, that means you're in this main topic and your ants are amazing. And I'm going to put that underneath here. Okay. Do you see we have a note created? We also have another subtopic. And we can add a note to that subtopic. We can also just going to put 30 times. So do you see we're creating topic, subtopic, another topic underneath. We are talking about an outline structure, or you can have your kids, remember when we simply had those highlighted, those bold words, we were creating a vocabulary list. Have your kids create that vocabulary list and the note can be the definition. Perfect use of read out loud and what's going on. All right, another use that I've also seen that works really successful with kids. How many of your kids have to read an article and they have to answer questions? Now, when I have it blue, I can type on it, okay? So, question 1. All right, I want to answer question 1. So I could read question 1 over here. I could, add a new note, and I could answer question 1.
Question 1. G-6
All right, so there's my answer to question 1. All right, I'm going to go back to, remember I told you to watch your tabs up here? I'm going to go back to the web. Now we're going to search an article on ants. One thing I do want you to know, Solo 6 will not read information off of a website that is produced using Flash. You'll know it when you see it. It won't, because it's built on top of the web page, and it will read the web page, but it won't build what has been added on top of. Not in the page, but on top of. So a lot of your books where you can click on the book and it's just added on top of, like your picture books and stuff, it won't read that. There are some new products out there, and we are working on investigating some of those new things for our district, okay? Let's click on Facts for Kids. And remember also, when you do a Google search, if you type the subject in, like if I were to type in ants for kids, that's a lot better way for us to filter out what the kids are getting, the information they're getting. All right, let's watch.
There are more than 12,000.
All right, here we go. Now I want to add this information over here to ants are amazing. Okay, so I'm going to click on the yellow, and underneath that, because we are talking about ants, that's where that information goes. All right, now I want to go back and I want to show you. All I did was put my arrow here, and I went back to that page where I highlighted and found that ants are amazing information. Now I'm going back to my web page. Very simple. Okay, amazing tool. I think your kids are really going to like it. And I'm going to save this because I want to show you. If your students are doing a research paper, this is where you start. You start by getting that research, okay? If you have articles specifically that you want your kids to research, go ahead and save them as an electronic file, make a folder, have those kids pull that information through, and then they can also back it up and look for some more stuff on the web. Then they're creating this outline. They're creating a vocabulary list. Kindergarten, first grade, second grade teachers, let's talk to you for just a minute. What if your kids are learning sight words? Oh, we all are working on sight words, right? Those kids can have the article read to them, so they're getting that grade level content. Then I'm going to go down here, and I just want those kids to learn to pull out sight words. Can. To. Okay, maybe you want those kids to get grade level content, your science or social studies, all of those topics, they're learning, they're listening about it, but now you're asking them to go and find your 5 sight words that you're working on that day. What skills are those kids learning? Those kids are learning how to create a list. Those kids are learning their content. Those kids are also learning those computer skills, highlighting, moving things over, creating a list. This is an amazing tool. And again, I cannot wait to hear what your kids use this for. Please send me your ideas. I have a couple of ideas and I just want to share them so that you guys are using this. But please use this and let's see where this can take us. Again, thank you very much for joining me. If you have any questions, please email me, and also make sure you are paying attention to when the date is where we all connect through link and have an online collaboration meeting. Thank you very much.